Hi, my name is Allie and welcome back to another reading vlog. Okay, so my last week's, sorry, I'm moving the tripod. Last week's video is currently exporting as we speak on my computer. I'm a day late uploading it, but I'm just proud of myself for uploading it in the first place. So high five to me. We love that for me. So let's talk about reading plans for this week. So I pretty much plan on finishing Throne of Glass. This is my number one priority by Sarah J Maas. This is a reread. Super enjoying it right now. It's really giving me all the feels from like, I feel like I'm in high school again. And it's just, I'm having the best time. You know, I understand why I really fell in love with reading in high school because of these books and all of Sarah J Maas's books. She just holds a special place in my heart. I know it's kind of basic to fall in love with Sarah J Maas and love her books, but you can call me basic bitch then because I love it. Love her books. I do see the problems with her books, mainly with the lack of diversity within her books. That is my biggest complaint, is I wish we had more diversity and more cultures throughout the book to just have some representation, because you know we have a full cast of white characters, and how many times has that been seen before? Like 1,000. So that is my only complaint with this book, but I am loving the plot, I am loving the characters, and I'm honestly just having a really fun time reading again. And it's just bringing back all the old feels. It's making me feel all sorts of things inside, and I really love it. So yeah, this is my main priority. I don't have much left. That's all I have left. So hopefully within the next few days I can finish that. And yeah, for what I'm going to read next, I think I'm going to attempt to go back to my TBR that I've had on my desk for months now. The next book on my TBR that I had planned to read that I didn't pick up was All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. So yeah, there's that beautiful cover. I think I feel good about starting this one next. So once I finish Throne of Glass, this is up next on my list to read this week. I hope it's good. I got this recommendation from Katie Colson on BookTube. She really enjoyed it a lot. You know, it says I've started this book, but I'm gonna take the bookmark out because I'm gonna restart. So she really liked it, and I'm a fantasy girly, so I figured it would be my cup of tea. So yeah, have my bookmark in and waiting, and it's been sitting here on my next, like, currently reading is they go all right here, unless I have them with me. But Harry Potter's right here, my audiobook that I've been reading for 6 months, and my journal and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been sitting on my currently reading area for months. So I would like to get started on this and start, sorry, I had to yawn, and start tackling my other TBR, which is right there. On this TBR, this is Beast of Prey by Anya Gray. This is Blood Like Magic. I don't know who it's by. And this is Hearts of Flames by Pau Preto. Heart of Flames is the second book in I don't know if it's a duology or trilogy. So yeah, those are the plans for this week. That's what I have planned on doing. And why don't we just get started with our week, yeah? I will see you in the next clip. Bye. Hi, I'm back with another update, and it is currently 6:30 in the morning. Love that for me that I'm up so early. But I have work this morning. I get done at 1, and then I have tomorrow off. So I thought, I haven't done any reading, but I wanted to kind of update you and let you know that I am going to be doing some reading this afternoon and this evening. I'm still on chapter 37 of Throne of Glass. But once I get home from work tonight, I plan on picking this up and starting again and hopefully get some footage for you guys. So yeah, not a lot going on right now. I had a really bad day yesterday, like a terrible day yesterday. So I didn't do any reading. I just came home from work and went straight to bed because I just didn't want to deal with the day anymore. But we are going into this day with a positive mindset, positive vibes. And we were telling ourselves we were going to have a good day because mindset is everything. So that is what we are going to be doing. We are going to have a good day and we're going to keep positive no matter what. So yeah, I will talk to you when I get back from work and hopefully have some reading done. Bye. Back with another reading update because today is currently Thursday, so it's my day off. I didn't do too much reading yesterday after I got off of work at 1 o'clock, but I have done a lot of reading this evening. I was out of town this morning. I had to get groceries and stuff, but I was able to sit down and finish Throne of Glass this evening. Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. And I ended up giving this 4 out of 5 stars. I just really enjoyed being in this world again. It's been so long since I've read this series. I've mentioned it before, but it's been since high school since I've read this series. And I love it just as much as I did then. It's obviously very YA. This was Sarah J. Maas's like first series she came out with, and you can tell compared to her other books, this isn't as well developed, I don't think, as some of her other stories. But I still really enjoy this. I love Dorian. Dorian's probably like one of my favorite characters next to Selena. I will forever be a Dorian stan. I highlighted so many parts in this book of just Dorian talking because I just love him so much. I love how he changes throughout the series. From what I remember, he goes through quite a transformation throughout the series. So I'm excited to continue reading and pretty much see everybody develop once more throughout the series. There is something that I remembered happened, and it's a pretty integral part. I thought it happened at the end of this book, but it happens at the end of book 2. And I'm so excited because at the end of book 2, I know that Selena just becomes unhinged, and I cannot wait to read about it. Your girl is so excited to see Selena just go full force and just destroy everything. I love it. So I'm super excited for that. The third book is my favorite book for obvious reasons. I think if you've read the series, you probably know why it's my favorite book. But I'm curious to read all the other books again and just see, because I mainly remember Heir of Fire. That's the main one that I remember because it was so memorable. But I'm curious to see if like my favorites change as I read the series again. So obviously Crown of Midnight is book number 2 in the series, and it's on my shelf still, but is going on my TBR to be read. But I'm going to take a break from Throne of Glass right now, and I'm going to read All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. This has been on my TBR. I've decided to go back to my TBR. My TBR has been unread forever. I've just been mood reading recently to get out of this slump. But I feel like I'm in a good spot right now, and I feel like I'm finally getting out of my slump. So I want to try going back to my TBR and read what's on my TBR. And this was the next one for me to read that was on my TBR. So I plan on starting this tonight, at least reading the first chapter of it. I already read the first chapter. That was all I read before, was the first chapter, and then I stopped and never picked it up again. So that's the plan for tonight. My bed is currently a mess because I am doing washing my bedding. So I'm gonna be up until my bed's all made and nice and cozy and stuff like that. I already showered earlier today, so that's why my hair is so frizzy, because I just let it air dry. Yeah, I'm here with my cat, Violet. She's a nuisance. I'm surprised she's not trying to bite me as I pet her. She's gonna go after the bookmark now. So yeah, that's my update. I'm super excited. I got to reread this, and as you can see, I annotated it just because I love it. I wanted to reread the series because I wanted to annotate it. I wasn't annotating when I first read this series. I hadn't started annotating yet. So I'm excited to go through and annotate all my favorite parts that I remember. And yeah. So yeah, that's the update I have for you. I am going to get to reading all of his villains. Hi, I'm back with another reading update. So it is now currently Monday, and this is going to be the last clip of the vlog. Because it's been a week. So let's talk about the books that I read. So the first book that I read in this vlog, I don't have with me. It's downstairs on my bookshelf. But it was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. It was a reread for me. It's the first time I've read the series again since high school. So I was just curious to see if my opinion had changed and what I thought of it now at the age of 21. And I still actually really enjoyed it. I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It gave me a very nostalgic feeling, and it's so easy to read and so easy to get through. Her plots, in my opinion, are easy to grasp and understand, and and they're fun, and I like her plots. So yeah, really enjoyed that book. Really glad I reread it. I now On my TBR, I put up A Crown of Midnight. So this is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. So this is on my TBR, and I will be reading it sometime in the near future. So yes, I'm very excited to continue on with that series. And the next book is, I've decided to continue on with my TBR since I've gotten back into the groove of reading again and not just mood reading. And so the next book that was on my TBR for me to read was All of Us Villains by Amanda Foody and Christine Lynn Herman. I am not that far into it. As you can see, I am on page 57. I've already met all the characters. I'm back on, those are my tabs. I'm back on Isabel's chapter. But I've finally been introduced to all the point of views, which we have quite a few. We have like 4 or 5 point of views in this story. I definitely have my favorite. My favorite so far is Alistair. And as you can see, I am tabbing it, and those tabs are all from Alistair's chapters. So yeah, very, very much in love with Alistair. I love his vibe. And there was a tab I put in here just simply for the atmosphere of like his house. It's like, it's just such a creepy vibe, and all the characters in this story are so morally gray because essentially, well, why don't I give you a synopsis of the book? So pretty much in this world, there's such thing as high magic and just like normal magic. So normal magic is like to help you do the dishes, put on your makeup, just like stuff to help you do everyday tasks. And then there's high magic. And everybody thought that high magic went extinct, but it turns out that there's still some high magic left. And every year, all these families come together. Not every year, I think it's every 20 years. Whenever the blood moon happens, these families come together and they submit someone from their family, and they are to enter a tournament, and they have to kill each other, and the last one standing wins. And the family that wins is in like possession of the high magic, and they're in control of the high magic for the next 20 years until the next tournament comes. So with that being said, we have morally gray characters because, I mean, they have to kill each other. And so it's interesting trying to see how they justify that in their heads, and how they've been raised to be like, hey, this is how you live. This is what you have to do for our family. And like, these kids were born and raised to learn how to fight and kill so that they can win this tournament. So I'm really enjoying the premise of this. I'm really enjoying this book, pretty much is what I want to say. I'm not that far into it, but I think I'm going to really, really enjoy this book. I'm glad this is the book I'm reading right now because I don't think it's going to take a lot to grab my attention. But I will read more of this book and tell you my thoughts about this book in next week's vlog, because this is currently the end of this week's vlog. So that is all the updates I have for you regarding my reading. I'm on a pretty good pace right now. I've been reading about a book a week, which is making me happy. I'm on a roll. I want to keep this roll going. I'm just enjoying reading again, which is making me happy. And I have like a busy schedule right now with my new job, but I'm still able to fit reading into my schedule. So that's making me really happy. So yeah, I will see you next week in next week's vlog. And yeah, bye.